Well, hello and welcome to Hot Rod Action video log number 3. Firstly, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my viewers this week, as I've just hit 10,000 views on the channel, and in the last few days it's gone up by another nearly 1,000, so thank you very much for your viewing time, and I hope you're enjoying what you're watching. So, what have I been up to this last couple of weeks? Well, firstly, been growing the beard. Well, I attended Shakespeare County Raceway for the last event of the season. Sadly, within a few minutes of us arriving there, somebody took a topple at the top end of the strip and took out the armco, and sadly that was the end of the racing for the day. So unfortunately, due to prior commitments and being unable to hang around too long, we had to make it off home. But I took a few clips which are in this vlog, just to show what was going on there, really. It was a bit of a shame. It was the last meeting of this year, and quite possibly the last meeting ever. Fingers crossed, it won't be the last meeting. We were unable to attend the Sunday due to the fact we had other things arranged, so sadly, again, even though through the efforts of the crew and the volunteers at Shakey, and they got racing going for Sunday, and by all accounts it was a very good day of racing, unfortunately we missed it. Following that, on the Wednesday a week ago, went to the Hot Rod Night at the Ace Cafe. It was a little bit of a quiet night. The video was already online, but met up with an old friend of mine and a few other faces as well. Good selection of rods turned up, and a good few selections of American cars as well turned up. A bit of muscle, a few ratty style pickups. It was great. It was a good evening, and the burger and chips was very, very nice indeed. Comment has been passed by a couple of the attendees with their pops that it seems that the currency of the night there is going to be hot chocolate. So when I go down to the Hot Rod Night in December, if you want to get a car on air, get me a hot chocolate. It's not bribery, mind. Yeah, this cafe is very good. The place has got a lot of history. It goes back to the 1930s. It was a haunt for the bikers back in the 50s. It was made quite a lot famous in the film Quadrophenia, where there was a bit of a scuffle between the mods and the rockers. Sadly, in the late 70s, early 80s, I'm not too sure, it closed down for many years, but reopened in '97, where it became a bit of a mecca for the petrol head, and something goes on there practically every night of the week. I think they're open 365 days a week. Well, it's 364 days. They don't open Christmas Day, but they do hangover runs for New Year's Day and turkey, Christmas cold turkey meat on Boxing Day and stuff like that. So it's a cracking evening. Hopefully next month will be a little bit busier. I think this month was actually tempered down a bit by the fact that Spurs were playing Real Madrid at Wembley, which is only a half a mile up the road, and the traffic was absolutely diabolical. On Sunday, just gone, attended the Butty Run. 2 of the videos are already online for that one. That's another good meet, and it's well worth going to. If you get the chance to pop out on a Sunday morning, there's always a good selection there. And considering it was a very cold November morning, although the sun was shining, the place was absolutely packed, and it was a very, very good meeting. I say 2 videos are already online, and the third one, which will be a video of the exits, the cars leaving there under power. Get you a chance to hear some of the engines going on, so that'll be online hopefully later tonight. Next, well, Queen Square meet. On Sunday I'm going down to Queen Square in Bristol. It's a bit of an everything meeting, really. You get a few hot rods turn up, a few Americans, a lot of classic cars, supercars, all sorts turn up. You get everything literally from McLaren P1s through to minis and everything else in between. And Poppy, stop picking my Nicky. What have you got there? Yeah, back to Queen Square meet. It was always a good one. There's always a coffee whack on hand, and normally people disappear off their breakfast, being this is actually a breakfast meet. It's very, very good. Again, it's well attended all year round. The ones we tend to get more hot rods there because there's no shows on, so fingers crossed there'll be a few rods there for the Sunday. It's a funny place. It gets absolutely packed from basically 8:30 through till about 11. Then once 11 o'clock's gone, the place is deserted, and you would never believe that 200 to 300 classic customs rods and all sorts have turned up there. We'll also be attending the Ace Cafe again in December, and also the December Butty Run, which will be the first weekend. Not a lot planned between then and now, so I'll be going through my archive of old videos, popping some of those online. Please excuse the fact that they are Lego resolution, because some of them were taken on an old phone, and some of the videos go back 8 or 9 years and have been recovered from Facebook, as I didn't have anywhere to store them. But needless to say, Poppy, what are you licking? Hang on a minute. Oh, come on. Yeah, got me troublemaker, nicking stuff from in here. Oh, there we go, come on. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Poppy, doing the usual thing. She's already pinched a pack of screwdrivers since I've been in here. She's after my logbook for the car now, so come on, pop round here. Right, yes, so Ace Cafe. Right, going back, Shakespeare County Raceway, a bit of news has come in. It looks like, according to the guys there, they can't really plan anything for next year. At the moment, they can't put a deadline or a list of events down, but we've been assured that if they can, there will be racing there next year, of sorts. We don't know what sort of racing will be going on, but if it can happen, it will happen. So fingers crossed that they will manage to get something together. We've still got all the team there, so we should get something there, and hopefully I'll be there to cover most of the events that are on. And further on from that, if 2018 does turn out to be the last year, it looks like there will be a bit of a big send-off meeting there. So if you do hear about it, get yourself along, bring your old cars along, bring the race cars along. It could well be an all-day run what you brung, so fingers crossed. Again, that will take place. The National Street Rod Association have already made plans for hot rod drags and Nostalgia Nationals. Those will now be taking place at Santa Pod. Good venue. I don't know if it's going to have the same atmosphere as Shakey Raceway. That is just something we'll have to see. And one good thing is they got decent showers there. Although I might have to starve because the food's bloody expensive, and so we'll be taking tins of ready-made breakfast and whatnot, and carrying on from there. So I'd like to say goodbye from this month, and if there's anything pops up in the meantime, I'll stick another vlog out. If not, if you don't see my next vlog, which will come out before Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you don't see that one or the one after it, then Merry Easter as well. So all the very best. From Hot Rod Action, bye bye.